Workout 2 movement standards. The team starts with a rep of the worm complex, the entire team on in scale division or any 3 in the intermediate. The worms clean from the floor, squatted to depth in synchro, locked out overhead to the opposite shoulder and drop down safely. The team then moves on to the weightlifting, and the 3 in synchro must wait for the 4th member to jump on the rig before actually working. First movement is the snatch, where the synchro is objects below the knee and then locked out overhead. Second movement is the clean, where the synchro is object below the knee into a full squat and then locked out in front rack. The team can chop and change any of these movements anyhow at any point, as long as the reps stop once someone gets down off the rig. The third movement is shoulder to overhead, where the synchro is in the front rack and locked out overhead. And members can wait for each other for the synchro in all of these movements. Once the weightlifting is complete, the team is back onto the worm for a complex, and then they move on to the gymnastics. Again in 3-way sync, and for these reps to count, any of the team must be holding one of the objects in front rack. The first movement is pull-ups, ring row shown here for scaled, where it's hips to floor and chest to ring in synchro. This is your standard full lockout and chin over bar for pull-ups in intermediate. Same as the weightlifting, chopping and changing allowed at any point as long as the work stops. The second movement is toes to bar, where it's full toes to bar and full lockout in intermediate, or L-raise shoes above waist shown here in scaled. The third gymnastic movement is the wall walk, where the synchro is all 3 chests on the floor and all 6 hands over the prescribed line. That being the closer line here in scaled, with the further line in intermediate, and all chests returning back to the floor in sync. Once all of these reps are completed in round 1, the team then progresses on to round 2, where there's increased volume on every movement. The score for this workout is total reps completed up the ladder in 8 minutes.